Hello and welcome back to Moonbase MGTOW, your refuge from the big blue pill planet with red pills that are out of this world. Thank you very much for visiting my channel today, and today's topic will be Creativity is Leisure, why you should consume only what you intend to create. Now this topic is targeted towards your average day worker, towards artists, entrepreneurs, and I will even relate it back to MGTOW near the end. So I came up with this idea because most people's idea of leisure nowadays is, coming home back from a long day of work and just sitting down on the couch and watching TV. And I have a problem with this because even though you were productive at your job, you were working for somebody else. So I sort of see that as passive behavior. So after you do all that, you come back home and you continue to be passive by consuming somebody else's content. So throughout that whole day, what did you experience that was solely derived from you? What was your creative experience? And probably the only thing that person had to say in was what they had for lunch that day. And that's pretty bad. So, another way to look at it is, okay, if that's what you really love to do, look at yourself in 5 to 10 years. What are you going to get out of that? What are you going to have to show for yourself after watching TV for 5 to 10 years? I just did that with Game of Thrones and look how that turned out. The Walking Dead too. So yeah, I have nothing to show for all the time that I put in there. But on the other hand, if I start a side job, how am I going to look 5 to 10 years from now? It's going to be great because the side job could potentially give me enough money to quit my main job, and then I'll be able to do creative work full time, And even then, you could start another side job. Create all day, man. So yeah, this is what I'm talking about. But I'm not 100% against consuming content of any kind, right? I just want to be productive off the things that I choose to consume. So if you watch a movie or you watch a TV show, at least you can take a couple minutes to write a movie review or a TV review. Or if you go to the restaurant, write something on Yelp. You can be productive off of the things that you consume, if you want to. But you have to be careful about this as well, because if you are an artist or an entrepreneur, you actually do produce off the things that you consume. You derive inspiration from a lot of different sources. So the problem with this is that because you can come up with so many new ideas off of what you see, you can spread yourself thin by consuming too much content in places that you don't intend to create anything. So like right now, I stopped watching movies and playing video games because every time I do that, I get inspired to create something in that field. I want to make a movie now. I want to make these video games now. And that's awesome. But it's not the time for me to do that right now. So, if you've been watching my content, you see what I'm doing. So right now I'm MGTOW. Right now I'm monk mode. Right now I'm doing health and fitness. So lo and behold, I made a channel and wrote about that stuff and make videos about that stuff. So that's how it's working for me. So yeah, even if you are very creative, you have to limit where you can put all that attention. I will also relate this back into MGTOW. We basically said that there is not going to be any long-term commitments to any women, right? So we're not going to get married. We're not going to have children. We're not going to move in together. We might not even have a long-term relationship. So nothing of lasting value is going to be created through those relationships. So 5 to 10 years, we're not going to have anything to show for those relationships. So technically, why do we have to be in them? That's why I'm in monk mode right now. We'll see what happens later, but this is the most logical choice because nothing is going to come out of it. So why even participate in it? So, but hey, like I said, I don't know what you're going to produce out of those things, but short-term dating kind of seems like another form of cheap entertainment, but hey man, go your own way and do things your way. It's all good. So thank you very much for listening to that content today. If you enjoyed it, please leave some feedback and also subscribe to see more. And if you really enjoyed the content and would like to support the channel further, you can suggest a topic for me to cover by buying me a coffee at ko-fi.com. You can also see some weekly wrap-ups that I do, so you can keep track of everything that I've published for the week. And you can send me a tip through PayPal as well, if you are so generous. And lastly, you can download the Brave browser, which is honestly going to be a game changer, because not only does it provide you a secure browsing experience with built-in script and tracker blockers and also private windows with Tor, but it also protects all content creators from being deplatformed by removing the advertising industry completely and replacing it with attention-based cryptocurrency. Even places like YouTube, where a channel could be, demonetized, you can still support them through giving them BAT tokens on the Brave browser. So it's really awesome. And the browser was developed by the creator of JavaScript, and he also used to work at Mozilla Firefox. And I don't know why I'm selling this browser so much, but I just love it. Okay, so that's it for that. I guess the last thing I can say is, if you want to check out any of my articles early before they get converted into videos, you can check me out at moonbasemgtow.com. So thank you very much, and I will see you on the far side.